One second here. The light is so bright. Can't even see nothing even with these shades on. But did a little test little run and figured something was up because when I put when I do lives and stuff, people hop in, don't get me wrong, and it's great and all. But put another email up and did a video, and the video like got like over 1,000 views in literally like 2 hours. And that doesn't even happen on this channel. So what happened was back in um it started in 2015 and then I stopped for a while. And then after that, uh I remember we got a strike because we did a UFC video back in 2015. It was like a tribute. Me and my partner Jamie Wood at the time, he was the one that was doing the editing at the time, and we got a strike, and like the channel was down for 6 months. And then I had my own personal issues for years after that, and didn't even come back on here till the end of COVID. And then ended up though getting another strike and demonetized. And then after that, uh it's like when I do these type of lives when you jump in, no people come on, but I just did like, an experiment with a different email, put up a video, and literally in like 6 hours it got over like 1,000 views, and none of my videos do on here. So that shadow ban stuff is absolutely for real. And I think maybe it's because like all I used to do was just live, 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 live constantly, and obviously, with cursed all the time and this and that. So I guess once you get two strikes and demonetized once, because it doesn't add up, close to 6,000 subscribers, and some videos get like 20, 30 views. Well, I put up a half-hour clip of the same video, and it's like at 1,675 views in, I think it was like 2 hours and 42 minutes. So there will be a new channel. This channel here is absolutely though staying. I will still though be doing lives and everything like that. But once I get the page, you know, construct it and everything like that, I will absolutely jump on here. And anyone that wants to come over and subscribe and follow over there, would be great, because I love the normal people that always hop on, like my man right there, XOR Edits. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you here. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday night. Tracy, what's going on? DJ, how are you doing on Irish DJ? Frank, what's going on? Like, share, subscribe, and comment from DJ. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, I actually just did an Instagram live too. I never do them. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hop on there and just for the hell of it. Hope you like your nickname, Franco. LOL. Azalis, weirdo. What's going on, buddy? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the comment. Uh so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do though. We're gonna make it just kidding. I love your vids. Oh, Zaz, it's all good. Break my balls, say whatever you want. It's all good, my friend. Aaron go brah. DJ's great. Jonathan Kirk. John Silent Madness Stream. What's up, Jonathan? Weirdos are good. Yeah, I mean, would you rather just the same old whatever? See, the thing with me is like I don't hold anything back. I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. A lot of people try to dictate and tell me how to do the content and what they want to see, and like whose ass I should kiss and this and that, and I just don't do that. You know what I mean? We're all the same. It doesn't matter about status or anything. So don't put anyone on a pedestal. We all put our pants on the same. And that's just that. But people don't like that because they don't want their narratives, though, to be messed around with or anything like that. So when I touch on gray areas, it infuriates some people, and I don't care. I'm always going to be true to myself. And if people don't like that, there's a million other channels. Simple as that. Back Again, what's up, Fadzilla Mad? Appreciate you. Sam, what's going on, man? Love from the UK. I was just talking to someone from the UK. Darren, what's up? Sam, appreciate you. It's already, what is it, like midnight over there already. I appreciate you hopping in. Jonathan, Kirk, AZ, Sari Quay in Miami to Missy. Just kidding. I love your vids. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe up. This channel still isn't going anywhere. Subscribe. Thank you, Sam. This channel isn't going anywhere. This channel will always be a channel for the people, like I always said in the get-go, though. But what I just did, I just can't believe it. Because whenever I put videos up on this one, like now after I get off this live, don't get me wrong, a bunch of people will jump in and stuff like that. StreamYard lives are starting to get good and stuff like that with the audience. But I mean, I did one video and it got literally over close to 2,000 views in less than 2 hours. And if I put a video up on this channel, I'm lucky to hit 100. So I got two strikes on this channel and demonetized once. And I used to just curse all the time. It was just bad, and it was bad. Uh, Very vulgar and whatever and stuff like that. But that's just how I talk. I can't help it. But starting off fresh though with a new channel is the way to go, because with certain projects I have uh that I put a lot of time into for certain families that wanted me to do projects for them, I want those videos to be you know, to get as much traction as possible. And it just isn't possible on this channel. Nothing pops up in the search engine on this channel or anything like that. And not to mention, I changed the names a bunch of times and this and that. So, and the name of the channel right now was just like a couple dollars. We didn't even name it. So, and the funny thing is, what did I do? I put a title up and I think I put two tags in a description. And it just was like, I was like, oh my God, you know what I mean, with the views. So I will always keep this channel. This channel isn't going like anywhere. I will always jump on lives because I love the people here. And I know it's like Brett was saying from NYC Crime Spot. It's hard though to get subscribers. And I mean, I almost have 6,000 of them. But it's weird though, because with 6,000 subscribers, you would think though that people though would watch like more of the videos. And I'm not complaining. I don't care if it's like one or two. But the fact though that now I know for a fact that this channel is absolutely like banned, like, to the point where I'll put up a short and it'll be like, boom, 700 views and then just flatline always. Or I'll like, the only times videos do decent is like, if there's like a well-named, if I have on like a guest that's pretty well named, like in the genre and stuff like that. But the video though that I put up was just me talking about a situation and I posted it. And let's say about an hour and a half later, I mean, it was close to 2,000 views and still climbing. So it will still be the Loomis show, but I'm probably gonna have to change it to like the Loomis show, like the official Loomis show or something like that, because I won't be able to keep the same name. And that's how we're gonna rock it. You're my favorite YouTuber. Oh, thanks, Azie. I appreciate that. Yes, Tracy, you on the wine. Remember Loomis from the start. Now look how you've come. No, absolutely. And once that channel is up, I will absolutely throw up the link. I like the no knock and others you make sure of. Sam, subscribe, man. Padzilla, Matt, appreciate you. Are you staying there? Are you staying there? What's up, Alondro Reyes? Sam, cool outfit, man. Yes, my nice little polo um sweater. It's one of my favorites. Those glasses are mega. Yeah, these are actually not a Joe Pesci brand. Because if you look right here, like if I go like this, oh my God, I can't even see it all. But it's from hold on, I think I could actually just go like this. Probably doesn't look as bad, but I always used to look at like people though that are on like with that light right there. I used to always watch people who always had shades on indoors on podcasts, and I'm like, what are they doing? You're inside. Believe me, I was that guy. But now I'm like, oh, I understand now. But these are Badaz Glass, Joe Pesci's company. And there's two pairs though that you could get. You could either get. I actually did like a voiceover little commercial thing for him. You could either get the cinema ones that are even like more squarey like, or these are the primo ones, and I went with the primo because they're not real dark, but they're perfect for podcasting and when you have big lights on your face and stuff like that. I need them. Oh, you like them? I thought you were breaking my balls at first. So Badaz Glass. Let me show you. The company's right here, and I forget. I don't know if you guys could see the normal spelling because it's upside down, but I forget when I do YouTube lives like this. But it's Badazz and then Glazz. And then on the sides here, they got the gold and stuff like that. And then right inside there, you could see Joe Pesci. So the story behind these glasses is that when he was playing Russell Buffalino in The Irishman, he was getting a lot of compliments. It says it right on the website. So he wanted to make a pair of sunglasses. These aren't the same exact looking ones from the movie The Irishman, but he wanted to make a pair that were very similar to the glasses he wore on The Irishman and make them into sunglasses. And they're great. I love them. And comes with a nice case though as well, nice box, and also though it comes though with like nice two of them actually, nice clean cloth and stuff to keep them clean. You can actually get a prescription as well, but it's Badaz Glass, Badazz, and then Glazz. Joe Pesci's line. Shout out to Joe Pesci, which I mean he'll never see this ever, but I'm just saying, you played Russell Buffalino, and the Buffalino family says that you did a fantastic job. Especially for how subdued that you were. Um, Compared to other movies that he was in. Every time you got to admit, even though some people complain about the movie, I get that. But when Pesci was on screen, he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Let's see what we got. Good Tracy Alonso. Oh yeah, I already saw that. Tracy. He was Mint in Home Alone. He was hysterical. That was like my childhood. Yeah, Joe Pesci always wears tinted glasses. Nah, they cool man. I don't know if you ever seen the show Buck Kiss. It's like a newer one. He actually wears these exact pair on that when that was like the first thing he was on after he did The Irishman. Because even before The Irishman, he was away for a while, like not really doing much, and then they got him though to play Russell. And which I would think he would have played Hoffa because of his size and stature and how fiery he is and how fiery Hoffa was. And I used to think it would be Pacino playing Buffalino, but I think it worked out though great. But they were supposed to do that way back in like 2000. They were in this area, scouting the area up at Cooper's and everything like that in Pittston for locations. And the locals around here were kind of mad because the book is all about this area, and they mentioned this area I think three times in the movie, when in the book it's all about this area. I mean, yeah, there's stuff out in Philly and New York in the book, but I'm just saying it's predominantly in the northeastern Pennsylvania area. Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Pittston, Kingston, all of that type of stuff. Old Forge, medical industries up on Route 315, all that type of stuff. So but they built the set out in New York, and they basically, the movie really took place in Philly. And yeah, I don't know the reasoning behind that. I mean, I think they could with the budget though that they had to. What was it, $120 million? I think it was a $120 million budget. But I mean, look at the actors that were in it. Might have even been more. But there's some other though mob movies though coming out though. That one though with De Niro though, where he's playing Costello and Genovese playing himself. Uh, Alto Nights, it's called, I believe. If you guys haven't seen that, and then there's another movie that's coming out that my boy Frankie told me called. I think it's about the mob cops, and but the only thing though that I'm a little worried about is it's from Kevin Connolly. And Kevin Connolly did the new Gotti movie with Travolta. And I don't know if you guys seen Inside Man, but it was the movie that it was about the DeMeo crew, and it was nothing, but that's like the vibe that the trailer has, and it's actually from the makers of Inside Man as well too. They're producers on it because my buddy told me about it yesterday. I looked into it today. I'm not knocking it or nothing, but gas pipes obviously in it. and the mob cops. And so definitely will be checking that out. But at the same time, and so you got that Alto Nights if you're a true crime mob guy, and there's something called Mob Land, I want to say, Guy Ritchie, a show with Tom Hardy and Pierce Bronson. That's coming out on Paramount Plus. I noticed that today. So a lot of mob stuff coming out. And obviously, your Tulsa King and stuff like that, though. But a lot of new mob stuff is dropping. Yeah, the same guy who did the Gotti movie. That was lame, that movie. Yeah, it was almost looked like a Lifetime type movie. And and I'm not saying Travolta did terrible or anything though like that, but it was I don't know. I heard though rumors though that it was because though Gotti Jr. was like all over him, like making sure you got to do it like this, you got to do it like that. They filmed like those scenes out in Ohio, like it wasn't even in New York. And I don't know about you guys and ladies, but whenever I watch a movie like that's in New York City, say there's five main characters in the movie that like names that we know, but New York City itself is a character. You just get that feel. I love it. And that movie was, yeah, I don't know. It if you take on if you're gonna do a movie on John Gotti Sr., and I always say this about John Gotti Sr., and some people like might be like, oh, terrible boss. Listen, that's not what I'm talking about. But I mean, when you have a man that lived it though the way that he did, and even during last rites, waved the priest away, wouldn't even take a pain pill, and lived it. I mean, he was a serious, serious, serious guy. I mean, he was true to the code. But he was outgoing. He was this and that. I think I honestly with Gotti, I think he knew the end after Rico, and he knew that if you hear him on tape when I'm in jail, he knew it was going to end. So he just lived it out until it was going to be over. And he even told his kid, life's just all about memories, make the memories. And when I'm in prison or jail, 100 years from now, they're, all that type of stuff. I mean, he's on tape saying it. So, but so if you're going to take on that role, like even at the beginning, like, so Gotti on HBO, fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. Uh, oh my God, what's his name? Ahmad Assad freaking killed it. Um, Dominic, I always say his last name wrong because I don't know why I'm terrible with names, but who played Uncle Jude in The Sopranos. Um, Tony Sirico was in it. I mean, there were so many people in it. Vincent Pastore, who played Big Pussy, was in it though. But that Gotti movie was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And a lot of people didn't like. It's on YouTube for free. You could watch it. That's the one though to watch. But this one though with Travolta, it was. I mean, did you see who was playing Neil Delacroce? I'm like, what are we doing here? So this new movie that's coming out about the mob cops is from the same director, Kevin Connolly from Entourage. So that's now I did say after you kind of make a flop like that, the Gotti movie, maybe like he has people behind him this time. Like, yeah, I mean, if you really want to be taken seriously, you got to come back strong. And who am I to knock him? Because it's so hard though to get a movie made, and like it's so easy for us to say that sucks and this and that. But I mean, it's a real lot of work. I'm just saying that I don't think it's going to be a classic. I'm just being honest with you. Um, like Inside Man with the DeMeo crew, like that DeMeo crew. First off, that should come out around like if you ever made it right, that's a horror movie. It's not even like just a drama. That'd be a horror movie. And but just with that, but like so for example, Alto King's Barry Levinson. So the production's gonna be unbelievable. But De Niro's playing Costello and he's playing Vito Genovese. What do you guys think of that? Oh, you got a cap. LOL. Cap Sam. Wait, Inception was class. I'm just checking back in on some comments. Tom Hardy in the yes. That's I boxed with Tyson Fury before he was a pro. Cool fact. Really, Sam? Frankie is the most stereotypical New York name ever. Class. Frankie. Wait, hold on. Let me jump up because I missed some comments. I like the note. Okay, now I'm back up to it. For Frank is you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much, Azalea. Good Tracy. Alondra, are you staying there? Cool outfit. Okay, those glasses. Now I'm back up to where we were. Oops, hold up. Tracy, wait, wait. Loomis, can you forward me a link to where I can get them from, please? Yeah, I can, but I have to know. I can't do it. I can't comment on here because I'm not on StreamYard. So I would need another way how to get in touch with you. Like, do you have Instagram or do you have Facebook or anything like that? I could send it to you. Or don't forget Sunday night, 7 p.m. tomorrow is always that's the real live show every week. Concrete cement, 7 p.m. Even though I jump on at times, that's always going to be the live show with a guest. So I could do it on that. On here, you can't write back because I'm on the YouTube live. I'm not on the other. What's up, Dave? Should get paid commission. I know the commercial I made, Sam, though, is pretty nice. You not think De Niro is a one-dimensional? What do you mean? You not think De Niro? How you doing tonight? Good. What I talked to you about earlier, I got that today, by the way. It's beautiful. And I'm also though making a new channel because I put up though a video, right? And it was actually the same video that I put up today with almost 6,000 subscribers, right? It's at like 30 views. And I put up half of that on a different email channel, and it's almost at 2,000 views. So from the strikes, because I had the two strikes, and one time his channel was banned back in the day for 6 months, and then also so that shadow ban type stuff though that's absolutely real. Like I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my god, I actually have a video that has over 1,000 views. That never happens. You know what I'm saying? Never. But so, and the reason why it's not because, oh, numbers and stuff like that, but on certain projects, though, when you're working on them for other people and stuff like that, like you really want to get it out there. And I have fantastic interviews, though, from like, the Buffalino family and like new history and stuff like that. And when I drop those videos, I mean, I want as much traction on them just for the hits, just so more eyes see them because there's so many people out there that just lie though with bullshit, and you have you gotta then people don't like when I come out with a video that corrects them. They say, oh, you're this, you're that, you're whatever, but they're still hiding though behind a camera and don't say who they are. So give me a break with that. How you doing, David? He was best in Raging Bull. Who has Facebook? Oh, I do, Tracy. I'm saying I can't send you a link on here because I can't write a comment on here. But if you go on Google, all you got to do is just type in the two words, Badazz Glaz, Badazz, then hit space, then Glazz, Badazz Glaz, and it'll pop right up. Like I guess like badass, but instead of just take a badass, but with Z's. So no S's, Badazz, and I take a glass, GLAS, as it's with Z's instead. So four Z's instead of bad. If it was badass glass, you would have four S's, but it's badass glass with four Z's. Badazz Glaz, Badazz, Type that in on Google, boom, it'll pop right up. You hit the link and you'll see and they lowered the price. When they first came out though, they were like $300. Then they went down to like 250 and then I guess like 200, but I think now they're like at 200 and 150. Like they're not that expensive. And you could get them prescriptionized if you want as well. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. You a boxer, man? You say you boxed with Tyson Fury? All right then, Tracy. Then yes, a little better. Thank you. Um, because there's so many. Like, I have 5,000 and some like followers on Facebook though, and I don't think you ever write me though on Facebook. And I want to make sure if it's your name right there, that I can get it to you. But like I said, if you have a phone, just go on Google and type in Badzz space GLAZZ. You're there, and then boom, that's it. You just click on it, and then it'll pop right up. Even if you typed in something like Joe Pesci's sunglass line, it's going to pop up. What is your take on The Irishman, Loomis? We got kind of like a little aggravated though, because like, the book, which is, well, I heard you paint houses too, but this is I heard you paint houses, but this is just the cover though with The Irishman. This whole book is it's about this area, where we grew up in. So a lot of the people around it were aggravated at the fact, though, because we were waiting for this movie forever to come out. And if they did it back in 2005 when they were supposed to, they wouldn't have to do the de-aging and all that. But I enjoyed it for just like the movie fact of it. And Joe Pesci, I think, did a fantastic job. As far as everything that's all like, accurate historically and stuff like that. No, they always take liberty. They even lied, even like the stupidest lie, like saying Russ died in prison and then he was buried in a prison cemetery. That never happened. He's buried right over there at that mausoleum next to his wife, and he was removed from prison and surrounded by his family. And then when he got too sick, they moved him across, pretty much like across the street from where he lived, which is Wyoming Ave, and moved him across the street to Nesbitt Hospital, and that's where he passed away. And he's at Denison Cemetery. Santo Volpe, right when you pull into the cemetery, has a huge mausoleum, and he was boss of that family in the early 40s. They used to call him the King of the Night, Santo Volpe. Even Joseph, Joseph Barbera isn't buried here, but he was from this area, was around this area. He's the one, that's whose house everyone went to for Appalachian and all that. But yeah, it's so you gotta understand though one thing. So there is a report, though. It's the International Brotherhood of Teamsters Civil Docket Continuing Sheet Defendant, RICA, the Commission of La Cosa Nostra. So if you title page, U.S. Attorney Rudy Giuliani's RICO suit against the mob, naming Sheeran as one of the only two non-Italians on the Commission La Cosa Nostra. And it has Anthony Salerno, Fat Tony, Matthew, and I'm terrible with names, remember. Matthew and Anthony Provenzano Pro, Nunzio Provenzano, Anthony Corallo, Salvatore Santoro, Christopher Fernari Sr., Christy Tick, we know that name, Frankie Manzo, Carmine Persico, Gennaro Langala, Philip Rastelli, Nicholas Marangello, Joseph Messino, Anthony Ficarata, Eugene Baffa Sr., Frank Sheeran, Milton Rockman, John Tronalone, Joseph Iupa, John Cerrone, Joseph Lombardo, Angelo I'm terrible at names. People always laugh at saying them, even though I know they're talking about Carlo De Luna, A.K. Corky, Anthony Sevilla. Now, let me tell you something, though, about this document here. I mean, Russell's not even on it. So, and Giuliani to this day says that the Chin wasn't the boss. He said it's Fat Tony, that the Chin was just like a blithering idiot and stuff like that. So that document you can't really trust. So, but they did. I mean, and everyone you can't take paperwork as gold all the time. Look at the sources where it's all coming from. And there's so many cases. I'm not even going to bring up Boston or nothing because people all get all nuts and say this or that, but it's all shady, and you got to really look deep and try to talk to actual sources though who are either there or involved, and even at times they embellish because they want their own narrative. So it's so hard though to really get the actual truth on stuff. I just did an episode on Panisi talking about Russell, and then like people were writing, dude, you're a YouTube, he was a made man. Like how would you know? Well, first off, that everyone knows that from around here. Second off, I talk to his family every single day. And third off, I have the documents of it right here. And fourth off, I'm not just some guy who just says this or that. Like, I mean, I know these people. So it's a little bit different. And also, where's the police report of Russell getting his fingers blown off? Everyone knows that he lost his fingers from an engine block dropping down on his fingers when he was a mechanic. And that is really how he did though meet Sheeran too. He was a great mechanic. But all in all, the movie, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was long, and I enjoyed it for the the actors that were in it and everything like that. But as far as exact historical accuracy, no. Now I can't tell you what happened in the Copacabana on Joey Gallo's birthday, but something similar did happen. The only thing that I will say about that is that Frank never intervened like they show. But stay tuned though for that. Pittston D, what's up? There's the Buffaloes right there. Donna, how you doing? Hope all is well. I didn't even mean for this to be a show. I was telling people I put up a video of because this channel got two strikes because I used to curse, my mouth, I'm terrible. I curse and I got striked so many times, demonetized that when I put videos up, they don't get a lot of traction. So I just did a test video run on another channel that I made, and it got like close to 2,000 views in less than an hour and a half. Right now, it's probably like up to almost like 4,000. So I'm making a new fresh channel, and especially when I'm doing work for use, I want as many eyeballs though to see it because there's other people out there that have tons of subscribers that are telling lies about your family and all that stuff. So I want to some people I gotta talk to, I want to talk to Joe about it though, but my good friend from New York said though that I should just make though an actual page on the history of the Buffalino family. But I would never do that without your permission. Second of all, to let everyone know though, you could though follow on Instagram if you type in the Buffalino family. We got some good stuff over there. But definitely though, new page will be up within the next week or two. This page is still staying for when I jump on lives and talk and do whatever. I mean, because I worked hard on it and it's close to 6,000 subscribers. So please subscribe up. And but YouTube will not though push the videos. I mean, even though when I drop a video and I type in like the exact name of the video in the search engine, I still can't find it. So and I'm monetized again after we got demonetized probably about a year ago, but the videos just don't move for some reason. So starting with a fresh new channel. I did it with Instagram too, and already got more followers than I did on the Mafia Truth one though before that. So sometimes you just got to start over. Hey, Unlocking Paradox, what's up, my friend? Loomis, you look very sophisticated and speak with such elegance. I'll tell you what, I'm terrible at speaking, to be honest with you, but maybe tonight I'm on a roll. Usually I'm like, stuttery, whatever, but I don't know, I'm just in a good mood and things are looking up with personal life, though, personal issues and stuff. And I really do appreciate that, Sam. And there's my buddy Nap Corey right there who know me since day one. Love him to death. Scott, how you doing? Hope all is well. I love seeing you though with your beautiful young daughter, beautiful family. Keep killing it, my friend. What others call that is being shadow banned. But to be honest, I don't know if that's a real thing or just a no, it's absolutely 100% a real thing. I just put a video up on a channel that I just made up with a different email. Same video that I already put up today, but it was like, I cut it in half. And that video has like 32 views on this channel. And I almost have 6,000 subscribers. The other one, no subscribers. And it got over 1,000 and some, it like that. So, and even when I do the shorts, I'll be like, oh my God, 700 views after like 10 minutes. And then they just flatline. Like it just never keeps going because of the past. And I think I changed the name too many times. I teamed up with other people and changed that name too many times. It's all on me. Um, my mouth isn't though the cleanest at times or wasn't. So I try to be better. I mean, I'll always be real and tell like it is, but I do though try to hold off on the cursing though if I have a guest on because I want them to get as many views as possible because they're giving me their time. So that's the whole thing. It just dawned on me too, and I always tell everyone to like and subscribe. I don't even never ask for money. All I say is to support the channel is to like and subscribe, and I don't want anyone's money. And my point being is, even if you don't like and subscribe, the fact that you gave me your time, whether it's a minute or an hour, that's huge because time's priceless. So that alone is huge. So you don't even have to like and subscribe. You gave me some of your time. That alone I appreciate more than you'll ever know. You're welcome. Thank you, Sam. Slayer, Furbo, what's up? I was just watching a Kerry King interview. That's where they just came on and said Slayer literally right before this. Eldaz, a little cursing ain't bad, Loomis. You're human. Pixels 2 Projects, what's up? Good evening, Eric. Italian Stallion, how you doing, my friend? Pixels 2 Projects, good to see you here. No, I just wanted to hop on and let you guys know that this channel is absolutely still staying. What I'm probably going to do with this channel is I'll still do some music history shorts and still do the lives to talk with yous. But another YouTube channel is in the works because when people give their time to come on as guests, I want their videos to get as much traction out there as possible. And you know, shadow band is absolutely a true, real thing without a shadow of a doubt. Because I never once put up a video in an hour and a half just with me talking and get over 1,000 views. Not a live, I'm talking a video that never happens. So that's what I'll be doing, but I'm still keeping this channel. And I'll still be on this channel a lot. I love it because I love the people that are on it, the ones that I'm familiar with that are always coming on. You guys feel like family at times. I love it. And you know, and with stuff I've been going through for the past year and a half, a lot of times I have to stay around and help out though my pops, and I could just jump on here and say hello to you, all of you, and I love yous for that, and I appreciate yous for that, and for giving your time more than you know. But what was I gonna say, Dave? Yeah, I got that Glock today, and it's beautiful, 17. So I'm looking forward. I told you I'm probably gonna go out tomorrow. If I have time tomorrow, though, I'm gonna go out and test her out, and I'll send you a vid. But brand new. I don't buy used, and it's a beauty. If you're ever gonna see if you talk about stuff like this, I think I think they don't like that either. But whatever. I didn't say GUN. Press send by accident after right. You make good You'd make a good Peaky Blinders. You look the part. Thanks, Sam. Everyone tells me that. I've been wearing Scott will vouch for me. People used to come on there and be like, "You're trying to look like Sammy the Bull." No, I've been wearing these hats since I was like in eighth grade, ninth grade. Always been wearing all these hats. But this one though, straight hand picked though from Ireland, Mucros, and there's another great company in Boston called Boston Scally. I have a bunch of their hats though as well. I like Sam, you're a good man. I appreciate your comments. Napper, when I saw Clem walking around the block, I was like, yes, you see that? I'm training him. All the time he wore them. Exact. Thank you, Scott. I can't pull it off. Me, man. Well, you never know. But Scott, that Corey know me since day one. Remember Napa, we'd sit by Holy Savior and we'd be like, bring the cameras down here in this neighborhood. I try telling people just because people aren't on Wikipedia and stuff around here, you watch like some mob guys and stuff like that are out there. And yeah, don't get me wrong, there are very, very capable guys out there that are on the YouTube genre and stuff like that. But there are people that grew up around here that people don't even know about that, let's just say, Napper, you know what I'm talking about. One name in particular, EJ. I'm not going to say his full name, but yeah, he would gladly bury you with your head sticking out of the ground and run over you with a quad with just your face in 2 seconds. And that's not good or nothing. But people just think, though, because, if someone's not on YouTube or Wikipedia, they don't know. And he had to do over 20 years in prison. He's you know what I'm talking about. I'm glad Napper EJ. I'm glad he liked me. Remember when you got remember when he was eating the chips in front of my house and you're like, oh fuck. So Bobby Amos comes to the house, right? And he pulls up, speaking of EJ, he pulls up and he's like, and he goes, my car's all screwed up, blah, blah, blah. You're giving me a ride. My mother was crying for Bobby, like scared, like he was gonna die. Like I'm like, "Ma, relax, you know." And then when I lived in Parsons, EJ lived with me for like 5 months. I mean, he lived right at the block from me. He's a great friend of mine, but he makes a lot of people. Let's just put it this way: if he was born like in Boston or born like where all that stuff was going on, he would like forget about it. Forget about it. His father would actually have him when he was young. His father would have him fight. I mean, this guy, he's only 12, 13 years old, whooping 21-year-olds' asses behind the bar, betting money on him behind when it was the R bar and shooters. Remember, Scott, his father stole, what do you call it, stole the tank? Got and was driving it over the bridge. I don't know if you heard that story, but yeah, he stole a tank from the depot. And yep, the time with me, he stole my chips. He said, now, Corey, lucky I like you, or you'd be dead. Then I'd take the chips. Yeah, I'd so I literally just saw him last month at work. I stopped at his house while working, and I could break his balls. I'm like, come on, let's go, you mother, this and that. And he has those eyes, those blue piercing eyes that just look like right through you. Like I will rip your soul out in 2 seconds. But the funny thing is that like this area, like a lot of tough people came from this area. It's a tough working class coal mining like area that's how even when you look back even at this from even the days with Russ, with Santo Volpe, that's coal right there. And there's Russell, uh, this man right here, very tough guy. But there's Russ, that's Santo Volpe's coal company right there. But a lot of tough people from around here, extremely tough. Yep, the time with me. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, it was on the news. The tank thing, he was a scary dude. Remember the East End riots? People don't even know this place was hot. Oh yeah, that's why I always laugh. Like when people say, this one guy came on and my buddy Scotty comes on and he goes, I don't forget I know where your area is and I'll come by and I'll like and let me tell you all one thing right now. If any of you come by here, good luck. Good luck. Bring an army. You want to talk tough behind the computer. I don't care what gang you're in or whatever. I'm serious. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm speaking my mind. And I don't scare easy. And I don't say, ooh, this guy's that. So I got to kiss his ass. No, it's not how I operate at all. Give me a break. Even Scotty was like, could you imagine, Loomis? I mean, like, yeah, it'd be pretty funny. But yeah. And you know who you are who said that. So good luck with that. Try it out. Tell them, bring it on. Joe Buffalino. There he is. Joe knows. There he is right there, the man. Look at this, Joe. There's your pops right there. Angelo Buffalino. R.I.P. I was just showing the folks earlier, though, some of the pics, though. There's this Joe's father, Ange, with Russ. And that's what people got to understand about here, though. The Buffalino family, though, they weren't like around here doing but they did so much for the community. Just like the plaque, though, that's right there with Russell that you see, Man of the Year for the Elks Club for everything that he's done. And he didn't call up people and make sure that there was cameras and all that type of stuff. He did that stuff on his own, and they just did so much though for the community. It wasn't even funny. Like it wasn't even like they weren't recruiting people and extorting this, and this and that. They did a lot for the community, and Russell helped out so many people with jobs, with money, with helping out. I mean, there's one story where people that lived by him, they were newlyweds, and my father always tells me a story, and the house needed a lot of work, needed a roof. Russ had a roof on it 2 days later. Like he just did a lot of good where he like around here. Whereas a lot of people shit where they eat, he didn't. He actually helped out people around here. They're a great family. All good here, Dave. Thanks for being on, Joe. I appreciate. Tell them to bring it on. Yep, exactly. And I would, Joe, I wasn't even saying that because of your family or anything by, because I would never try to get you. But I mean, Napper, you obviously know who they are. But my bottom line is, I wasn't even don't like even without like we're okay, but with that, with you, forget about it. Good luck. That's all I could say. But Joe, Joe's the bad. All kidding aside, well, kind of kidding. Um, they're the best, and I really do appreciate you, Donna, Christina, all of you, as though always reaching out, always checking in, and I just want to, do you guys justice, and that's why with the videos I'm making, I'm gonna have this new station though up on YouTube though that's gonna get more views because I got a lot of strikes on this channel because it's been around for a while, so I want to make sure that these jagoffs that come out and say Russ got shot by the state police and lost his fingers and this and that. Like, you know, got to get the truth out there. A lot of Wi Fi killers and tough guys around these days. Dude, let's go on a road trip some Napper anytime. Take you for a pint in Manchester. Yeah, buddy, I don't drink anymore. I did though say, and I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I did say though, if I go out to Ireland, will I have a pint? I don't know. It all depends. But I did. I stopped drinking years ago. I was let's just put it this way. Whenever I started, I just couldn't stop till I hit the wall, and bad stuff always happened when I drank. So that's why I don't do it anymore. But if I'm out of the country, I'm going to Canada in May to visit my buddy Bobby, and he's going to show me around some areas there. But I have to be careful. But I appreciate that, Sam. I could sit in a bar for hours and play pool and shoot darts now, and it doesn't bother me at all. The first year was hard, I'll tell you that much. I used to go and get a soda and just, sip on soda and ginger ale. But after you get over that first year, you're good. Alcohol is an enemy disguised as a friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, if I was still drinking and had this channel, well, I wouldn't have a channel. Because you get Facebook memories and you see what you used to write. I still get reminded of them, and I'm like, oh man, like literally like threatening everyone and all drunk out of my mind and shit, stupid stuff. You know what I mean? But those days are over in the past. But yeah, no, it's funny though. A lot of people are always going to come on and they're going to talk shit and they're going to say this or that. But me and Scotty really got a kick out of the one guy who said, "Don't forget, I know where your area is." Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that, my friend. Ireland is fantastic. 2 weeks there with my call. I remember that, Scott. Drunk Loomis was not human. Oh, I know, right? But I remember, man, when you went out to Ireland, I remember that with Misericordia. You have wisdom now, mate. Thank you, Sam. David Fredo. Guapo says hello. 56 months now. Tell Guapo I said congratulations. East Ender from up the road. 56 months. Congratulations, Guapo. I love you, my friend. That is awesome. But Napper, I remember when you went on that trip, Scott was a hell of a basketball player. Hell of a ball player. Hello, Mr. Buffalino. How are you? Oh, Dave. Joe, Dave's a great guy. Phoenix, out from is it Phoenix, Dave, or Tucson, Arizona? I talked to him a lot. He always, checks in. He always says, "Hey, that bell didn't ring yet." When I was all worried about the old man and stuff, he's like, "I didn't hear that bell ring yet." And no, that bell's not ringing. And just take it day by day. That's all we can do, right? Kearney, Arizona. Got it. Got it. 4850. I guess I'll keep this going for an hour and then I'm just going to go and probably relax. But I just wanted to come on though to let you guys know though that this channel's still staying. So if anyone's new, you can still subscribe if you're interested. But I want to start fresh with a new one and really get the views that certain guests that come on deserve for their time and stuff like that and their story because a lot of people come on and just make up like they'll wake up and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna just say that this guy did this and this guy did that," and they just want to make money and stuff. Like I don't make money on here. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe I'll get like $120 a month or something like that. Like it's nothing like that's so it's not for money. But I just like to get the truth out there. And that's why I started this, because I used to watch stuff and I'd be like, no, that's not true. That's not true. And then I'd comment, but that's when I had my addiction problems. And then after I got clean, I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And then all of a sudden, though, you start interviewing those people, and then people think, though, that you're all clicked up with them or this and that. It's just a weird genre. It's a weird genre, but it is what it is. Good to meet you, Loomis. You a cool dude. Nah, same right back at you, Sam. I appreciate you. I love those emojis, Dave. Thank you, my friend. And Napper, thanks for saying that though. When you saw him walking around the block, I mean, you know him your whole life. He was your coach. Remember, Scott, when I wouldn't pass you the ball one basketball game, and at halftime, my father fucking grabbed me by the neck and fucking threw me across the fucking room and said, "If you don't give the ball to Scott, you're done." That's all they're old school. He has an old school mentality. But that was at where were we at the Oblades up in Pittston, off 315. Crazy times. Great time, though. Good content, Loomis. Anthony Serrano, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, guys. Hit that like button. It helps get it moving. It really does. This channel, like I said, is going to be more live channel BSing with you guys and doing this and that. But I'm going to start a new one, though, that's going to have for just strictly videos, but the lives and stuff, this will still be here. And I'll still be doing some music shorts and stuff because I love my music. But I'm going to start, though, a fresh new channel that's in the works. And what I'll do is I'll put it up in the community with the link, and I'll also come on live and drop it for you so you guys could just hop right over there and subscribe to it once it's up. Thank you for what you do, Loomis. No, thank you for what you do. Thank you for giving me your time. Time is priceless. So thank you, all of you. I appreciate the hell out of you more than you'll ever know. So I really truly mean that. Thank all of you. And but that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come on here and let you all know that yeah, thank you. This is no departure or anything from those, but I will still be coming on doing lives on here and stuff like that. But for video sakes and stuff, I'm gonna be doing that uh on the new channel because like I said, this channel got too many strikes, and I think it's bullshit that you paid the price already, right? I already paid the penalty. I got banned, I got demonetized and stuff like that. So when you come back from that, I just don't think they should hold all your videos back, but they absolutely do that. Shadow banning is 100% real fact. I mean, or are you telling me that was just lucky that after I did 991 videos, I put one video up and then boom, the first one on like a clean channel that was never used before? No, that's not a coincidence. So restores faith in humanity, meeting genuine people like yourself, Loomis. I really appreciate that, Sam. And I hope you're subscribed up, man, because I appreciate you and I could tell you're a gentleman. And I love meeting new people on here. Unlocking Paradox, you are like the king of positivity. I feel like the strike should be expunged in time, but I don't know how it actually works. Well, no, it's just like when, I always even say people who went to prison, depending on the crime. If you're a pedophile, throw them off a cliff. If you're, what do you call it? If you do, any crimes like that. But I'm saying if you just normal crime or whatever, and then when they get out, that's on their record for, I think, like serving their time should be their punishment. Should be, like if they serve their full time and they get out, like I'm saying, like non-crazy, violent, like crimes, right? And they get out. I think that they shouldn't have to have that on the record for the rest of their life. They paid their dues. That's why they're paying the time. But the reason why they keep that is so they want you to come. It's a business. They just want you to come back in and in and in. So it's so hard for people to get out of that system because it's hard for them to get work. It's hard, and now in this economy, I mean, like my father was telling me growing up, you could, people used to be able to work in a factory, just one person in the household and have a car and have a decent house and this and that. Now, you got to have you got to have a side hustle. You got to have a normal hustle. You got to have more than one. I don't know. Yeah, you don't need, and I'm not trying to put it down. Like, yeah, go to school and all that, go to college, all that, but get a trade too. Like my nephew's doing that. A trade is very, I think of, because in student loans, you go to college, you got to worry about paying them back, all that BS. He's going for HVAC, and as long as you're willing, though, to work and, get your hands dirty and do this and that. I mean, you could absolutely have a good, make a good living. And I think that the safest route to go is to get into a trade like that. But I don't tell other people like I'm just saying in general, me, I will always try to do what I want to do. I want to make now that people are actually commenting on the music that's like on the show and stuff, like I'm getting comments and emails like, oh, what's the music from the guitar and piano? That's me and my buddy AJ. That stuff's like my dream. So any YouTube content creators out there, if you ever need music made, like a score for your mini documentaries or whatever, let me know because we have a studio where we could make the music for you. And that's like my dream job. I don't even want like my dream job is always, because when I was a little kid, I would have the TV on mute and I would just be playing the piano, watching whatever I'm seeing. So, like film score, so you don't even see my face. And then at the end of the movie or something, like in the credits, music by Loomis. That would be the best job ever. But that's a pressure job. Like imagine like the big time guys like a Hans Zimmer, like those guys, like okay, this movie Gladiator's coming out, and you have 6 months to make them, and it's like the best soundtrack ever, and like one of the best movies ever. But the pressure of that though, too, I mean, is just and it's just so amazing when you watch movies. Like speaking of that movie, okay, everyone brought up The Irishman. I think that harmonica theme for it just goes perfect with it. Even though I didn't like the fact that it wasn't around this area like it should have been. Like it's just amazing though. Like the guys that the real good ones out there that do film scores. Scorsese's always great with music. I mean, he does pick people for scores, but he also picks a lot of rock and roll, like Rolling Stone. Like he has a fantastic taste in music. But I'm talking to like Howard Shore for The Departed. That soundtrack is like unbelievable, unbelievable. Um, and yeah, that's like the dream job. But yeah, that's what I want to do, stuff like that. And who knows? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep rolling and do what I do the, until I'm flatlined. That's that. I can play the violin every time I feel sorry for myself. British humor. I thought you were serious at first because that's a tough instrument to play. Hey, Greta Edwards, how are you doing? What's up? Subscribe up. Get in here. We're a friendly channel. We like to talk to everyone. Shane Smith, how you been? What's up? Paint my face white. What's up, Dale Cooper? Shane Wyatt Earp. I appreciate you and thanks for being a member. I'm actually going to start though doing once I think it's what is it 5.90. You have to charge I can't make it free or you can't even do members stuff. But I'm going to start doing that and I'll start doing like little tour type stuff around the area where certain history happened. There's a lot of stuff around here that happened, with George Banks, if you ever heard his name, that just happened across the street up there. Hugo Zelinsky. Like there's just a lot. If you look into these names, a lot of stuff went down here. And then obviously in the true crime genre, and Joe knows this, and he doesn't mind. I still feel weird saying it though, but the Buffalino name's obviously synonymous though with, the mob. And but there's just other little stuff too, though, that from around here too, though, that I could do. So yeah, if anyone wants to, join up on the member, join up. And I said once I get 10, I think I have 5 members now. I think it's like you, Bobby, whatever. Once I get 10 members on the membership, then I'm gonna start doing like the walk and talks all around this area and interviewing people from this area and for just the members though to watch. And then maybe I'll release them later for the other people, but why not? Other people do it, so screw it. And you know me, I'll make sure. I mean, if anyone's actually doing that and actually being a member, I will make sure though that it will absolutely be worth it. I don't play around like that. Thanks, mate. Yeah, good call. History is interesting, authentic. Remember, you like the live stream and subscribe if you have not already, please. Thank you, Unlock. And Shane Smith, I'm in the process of setting up a recording studio. That's awesome, Shane. My real good, and thanks for saying, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Black Sabbath rules. I love, oh my God, Greta, I'll marry you right now. That's my band right there. All day. I mean, sure if you've seen the shorts and stuff like that, Sabbath's my I mean, they're the best. I mean, for me, I mean, everyone has their own preference, but I absolutely love Sabbath. Man, I love doing those little music trivia things and stuff and all that stuff. And yesterday's wait, Rafa said, Loomis, my man, what's good, Rafa? What's up? Ozzy Osbourne is a lunatic. Big up UK. Please subscribe to the memberships. Thank you, Wyatt. Yeah, don't. What is it, 4.99 or whatever? Yeah. And once I get 10, then you're gonna start seeing some real, you know, content. Like, not me at the desk here. It'll be all out. It'll be all different and 100%. You know what? Actually, Wyatt, that's BS. I think I have 4 or 5 of these already, and he's paid for that. So I'm gonna start doing it now. Ozzy is a legend, absolutely. It's just sad though his health's going with the Parkinson's and all that. Rafa, where's Crafty at? Crafty's probably doing a show, huh? I love that guy. I love the episodes he made off of what me and Bobby did. Great guy, great channel. What's it? Crafty criminal, crafty Canadian crime. Once you start typing in a search engine, it'll just pop up. But he's got a great channel. The Osbournes was possibly the first reality TV show. Yeah, it was. I think there might have been something that was just, but that was like the first real big one though. That yeah, I remember that. I just didn't like how his wife was a producer, and a lot of times though she'd make him look dumb. I just listen. She saved his life, so I'm not knocking her or nothing. But when we went out to Homedale, New Jersey, and there's an episode of the Osbournes where he's screaming at her, and he's like, "Don't book me 2 nights in a row. I can't do it anymore." And this was 20 years ago, 21 years ago. And he's like, I can't do it anymore. I can't. And he's screaming like at her, like, I can't do 2 shows anymore. And then all of a sudden, next clip, hello, Albuquerque. So the girl I was with at the time, she actually, for my birthday, she actually bought me tickets. And for this, because my birthday's in May, but the show though wasn't until next month. But that was the gift. But she got Black Sabbath day 2, so they were doing 2 shows in a row in Homedale, New Jersey, and I knew right then and there. I was like, ah, an Iron Maiden though was opening for him. So what happened was right when we pulled in the parking lot, immediately the parking attendants were like, "Listen, Black Sabbath isn't playing tonight, this or that." And she has to take into consideration thousands. Like I'm talking 20,000 people are coming to these shows, and if the man can't do it, you know, let him be. But for this last show, I know he wants to do it because he hasn't been on tour since 2018, and the way how he had to cancel his tour, he wants to go out right, but he can't even walk. So whatever. People are like, oh, but I don't want to, he can't make an ass out of himself. Look at the career he had. Have him sit in the chair, sing a couple songs, and boom, that's it. You know, some days it has me very down. Yeah, Sharon was his manager and saved his life. Hey, we all have days that are down, unlike a paradox, but I found out my grandmother has Lewy body dementia. That has same thing happened to my grandma Darty. And my mother took care of her for 8 years, and she did, and what, and not to try to get down and negative, but it's a part of life. Um, it's sad because I was real close with my grandma Darty, and I don't really remember her when she was how she was, normally, because it was 8 years straight with the dementia. So, and me and her used to go like the basketball games together. I used to always go up to her house, and she made the best meatballs, and it sucks. That disease is tough, man. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I really, really, really am sorry to hear that. Like I said, man, it feels like, man, once you hit 40, life starts. I'm going to be 44 in a month. And it's like, you know, you realize everything that you love that's around you and the people you love around you, family and stuff like that, they're not always going to be here. And it's tough. I still, even to this day, I miss my little buddy. I got to throw a little shout out since you were talking about Ozzy. If anyone ever used to watch the show, you'd always be scratching on the door and would come in, but I still have to put this on. I'm going to get a polyurethane, but this is my dog Ozzy that just passed about a month and a half ago, 13 years old. This was my child, and to this day, some people might be like, "Oh, it's a pet." No, they're family. They're fucking family, and it was a tough loss, but love you, Oz. But yeah, just tough, very tough. I remember him. He was awesome. Yeah. I died. Listen, guys. I mean, I'm human. Don't you're gonna give me emotions? I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. But I don't know what it is. I mean, I think I like. I'm gonna be honest. I think I like dogs better than humans. No offense to any of yous, but Ozzy was about 16, 17 pounds and was always on my lap. So like when that's the other thing that when you just always have it's so weird when they're gone. Like, I'm still waiting to hear the scratch. I gotta stop talking about it right now. But thank you all. I appreciate that for real, from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Thank you. The older we get, the more we lose. That's just life. The flip side, you know what though, too, you're right. And I find solace in the fact that look at all the animals and dogs out there though and I hate to say it though, they get euthanized or they don't go to a good family or whatever. Ozzy had the best life possible, life of luxury. So that's what gives me solace at the end of the day. But like so the day that it happened, it was a Sunday and I was downstairs and I was laying down and barely even walk, but made it downstairs to see us. And actually, she went to the bathroom, which she never does in the house. Picked her up. There was snowing outside. She licked the snow. I brought her back in, put her on her little bed thing in front of like one of those those like remote control fireplaces. I put her like down like on that, and I was like, all right, I laid back down, put on the headphones. And then I got up to get a water, and I came back and looked down, and then she was just gone. So that was tough. I was literally like petting her, and as I was petting her, I was holding my phone in my hand. I didn't realize it, but I'm petting her, bawling my eyes out, bawling like a baby. And when I looked up, like my phone was just crushed. I had to buy a new phone, and uh, just covered her up. And then the next morning, me and my family, like we all had our little say goodbye and drove her up to Kuddish up on 309, and they made this beautiful box there, they polyurethaned up, and then I still have to get the uh the picture though, but they give you a nice little what is it? They give you, there's her hair right there, and then they give you the certificate, and then which is nice. This I couldn't even look at this. Like the first took me about yeah, we'll go out. And then this right here is probably the toughest though, but I still have to get the picture though, but the paw print. So yeah. All right, Pete Oz. So after I get that painted up, I'll put that on there, and when I do the shows or whatever, because her bed's right there, like it's come in, so she's still always here. Love her. Oh, that's freaking tough. That is tough. Um, you loved her more than most love their own people. Says a lot about you, Loomis. Beautiful for you to share that with us, man. Show you have a heart, Loomis. Be- R.I.P. Ozzy. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't have kids or nothing, and I'm 43 years old, and I lived a wild old life. Like, I was chasing the booze and the drug more than the skirt when I was growing up, and Ozzy was my child. So yeah, I'm not looking up for sympathy or anything like that. I'm just being real, like and we all go through this, and just I mean, we all go through tough times, but oh god, I still have this right here. I just looked down the hair thing, and I still have to kind of keep it away for now though. But she's right here. So 1981 gang, Rafa. That's when I was born, May 13th. A man hug to you, bro. Thanks, Dave. Shows you have a heart, Loomis. Yeah, no, I love that fucking dog. But hey guys, listen. I went, oh wow, it's almost an hour and 10 minutes. I went over just a month apart. Death is inevitable, so enjoy yourself while you're still here. Exactly. And this might sound chilling and cold and stuff, though. But I lost a real lot of people to drugs, a lot of friends to fentanyl, drugs, alcohol, and stuff like that. And yes, I torn up, numbed up, so many to the point, like and then like people who I knew good, like where I just get numbed up though. But dogs are family. Like I don't care what anyone says, like pets or whatever. I remember like, one time when midnight passed a long time ago, I called up my work and told them, and they were like, "Oh," like laughing at me, like if you don't get in here, because woke up and she passed. And this was years ago, and I told the boss to go fuck himself, and that was at Raymore and Flanagan, because they were like basically laughing, like you're not gonna come in because your dog passed. And I was like, "Fuck you," like like but that is what it is. But anyway, back to happiness. So I appreciate all of yous. I had to carry the coffin of my best friend who died age 30, never felt pain like it. Same with me, my man with Dave Flannery, RIP 2004. I have a loving memory in the Celtic letters, Flannery family. I know the feeling, my man. I know. Sucks. Sucks. But, you know, we just got to move forward. And they're always in here. Always in here. So I feel for you, Sam. Fleetwood Mac and Ozzy, my favorite. Fleetwood Mac's good. Greta Edwards, she knows her music, I'll tell you that. Or you have great taste, I'll tell you that right now. People process things differently, and for someone to act like something didn't affect you because it was an animal is ignorant. Well, no, a lot of people don't have to put on the whole thing. I always say the whole thing. I used to do it and whatever, but I don't know. I don't put them out. I'm real anymore. I'm very thankful for a lot of things, very thankful to a lot of people, and I don't hide it anymore. I tell it like it is. And if people don't like that, then, they can swipe away and not watch. But we all go through. Now, I do make videos like, where I'll be like Tuesday and like firing people up. But just because I do that motivation type stuff, like fire people up, doesn't mean that I still don't fucking hurt at times. We all fucking hurt at times. We're human beings. But we just gotta, you just got to push through it. You have to push through it. His heart still beats on in Mayan Loomis, absolutely, and it will forever. And your friend wants you to do good. They want you to, like when I lost my friend Dave, I lost many of them to it. But Dave was like, he was a brother. Actually, both did. Dave, and R.I.P. to Dave Glissenfer, and R.I.P. to Matthew Flannery as well. I don't know if you guys ever seen me wear this shirt, Screwface. That was Dave's brother who passed too, the youngest Flannery, and Dave passed, and Jimmy Flannery. It's just, but it is that like it's a part of life. But when they go young and they go before the parents, that's just what's tough. No parent should ever have to bury their child, and it's tough. But at the same time, it is what it is. And I don't mean to sound ignorant with that, but you still have to somehow, and I shouldn't even speak on that because I don't have any children though, but I couldn't even imagine. But yeah, it's just tough. It's tough. Justin, I think the real reason why John made that story up is because the real experience might seem a bit dull. So you add a little extra to make sure people stay interested. It's not hurting anybody. What are you talking about? Which story? Who's John? Jesus, I'm so sorry, Greta. Jesus. I don't know, you Justin. I'm not being ignorant, Justin. I'm just asking who's John. I was on a total different thought. I didn't know where that came from or who you thought, what story. My brother died at 38 OD. Terrible. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, but about the two fingers. Well, the Buffalinos are watching right now, so that's bullshit. I think the real reason why John made that story up is because the real experience might seem a bit dull. So you will add a little extra to make let's make Russell Buffalino look like he's a maniac who shoots at police officers. That's ridiculous. He lost it from working on a car. There's a big difference. And I understand what you're saying, but that there's no excuse though for that. When like, there's still family out there and there's still people, you don't say, then because people will think that that's his reputation and that he's just a nut that just went around shooting and said that. No, there's no excuse for making that up. I could see like a little embellishing, like a story, like if you see a fight happen and say my buddy Joe kicks the shit out of someone and he hit him 4 times, and I'd be like, oh yeah, he got him 7 times. But none of that even remotely close happened at all. So, and I'm not yelling at you, Justin. I'm talking about like him saying that. And especially for being a former mobster and a made man. And like that, I don't know. Like, that's just weird to me. No, but it made the truth more interesting. What truth, though? There was no truth in it at all, though. What are you talking about, though? It made the truth more interesting. And I'm not saying this being mad at you. I'm saying this that it made the truth more interesting by lying. It was a bull-faced lie. It made the truth more interesting. So that's like me saying, so and so passed away from a heart attack, but I'm going to tell everyone though that he got shot trying to be a hero running into a, you know what I mean? The truth, how he lists his damn fingers. I know what you're talking about. I'm saying no, that doesn't make though any sense though. It makes the truth more interesting when it's not the truth at all. He lost his fingers working on a car like any human being. it, I think it's a big gap difference from having a shootout with the state police. Like that's not cool. Like, that's just a total lie. And I'm not like, you're saying damn again and mad, but you're like, so truth how he lists his damn fingers. I'm observant is all. No, I agree, Eric. Love you. Yeah, I'm not yelling at you, man. I'm talking about like when you bring it up, it just makes me think of him. Dude, you don't understand what I'm saying. Yes, I do. You said it makes the truth more interesting. But what I'm trying to say back to you is other people are going to think that in history and believe that nonsense. What you're saying, absolutely, it makes it more interesting. It makes it more of like if that really happened, like, oh, whatever, like, yeah, I get that it makes it more, but it didn't. And he wasn't like that at all. And his family's watching right now, you know? So, no, it's not, because I get comments from people being like, well, how would you know? You weren't a May guy or this or that or blah, blah, blah. Well, I have the first off, I have the report of the code right here. Second off, though, the family and everyone around knows that. Even when the George jumped in the comments, was like everyone who knows Joe, Angela, and the family and all, and Russ knows that's how that happened. But I know what you're saying. And I don't think that you're trying to say, "Oh, I'm happy that he said that," blah blah blah. But he's twisting. He's making a different narrative. So, Justin, let me ask you something. If you pass away, you're a great guy, right? And I'm not talking about Russ. Just forget about Russ. I'm talking about you. You are you're a great guy and you're doing, you're doing something no good and stuff like that. And you are working and you end up let's say you're working construction and you slip off a beam and you fall, right? And you pass away. So instead of that, someone's gonna come out with a story and be like, oh, what really happened was Justin was telling his boss, fuck off, and telling everyone around him, fuck off, and would just started acting like a fucking nut and this and that and fucking jumped. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, but does that make it more of a story? Yeah, but like the name of the show is official sit down. Like you shouldn't lie about that. And my reaction isn't towards you in any way. So don't think that like that, because I'm just, I get passionate about this stuff because it's just a bold-faced lie. Um, you know, and we're talking about a guy who he wasn't even looking at like, I don't know, he shouldn't have even been a mobster. I mean, to be honest with you. Anyone who signs up for that life, I said it to Gene Barello. I said, "Look, Gene, I go, well, you signed up though for it." And he's like, you know what, I mean, you sign up for it, but I mean, he didn't even have any heat coming on him. And he said that he saw a ghost to go tell him to cooperate. That's just, this is weird. But it makes the truth more profound when you know the lie. Amen. That I agree with. No, he's not trolling. I think, guys, listen, if we were able to hear come out of his mouth, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I understand what he's trying to say. But Justin, what if nobody though knew that though? Because a lot of people don't know that. That's my point. That's why I did it, because then they would think that's what just happened. So that's cool. So that's, let his reputation know, a man know that can't even speak for himself, who's passed away, who's buried, who can't defend himself, to make up a story that he was like, like a Tommy D. Simone wacky type shooting at state police. And then he got both of his fingers blown off, when the real story was he was just working freaking Canada Dry and freaking lost his fingers working on a car. I hope you understand. You know what I'm saying. What you're, I think you're saying, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, people are going to be more like, oh wow, really? I get that, but it's a man's though, like, reputation though. You're talking someone though who can't even speak for himself right now. So what made it weird for me is how do you just like wake up one day and make, because I mean, there's no police reported that. That absolutely unequivocally did not happen. Fact. So what makes it just weird is, why make up that story? Maybe he thought, like, there wasn't still family around or people around that would actually come back and say like that's BS. But it's BS. And I know if I didn't do anything though like that and I was dead and people were going around saying that that's what I did and this and that, I wouldn't, I don't know, appreciate that. I just think that it's weird. There's no excuse for that. Just report the truth or you'll lose credibility. Because then once you make up a story like that, then you don't know what the hell else is he making up. What, to get more followers, to get more views, to get this or that? you know, uh, nah, even if the truth isn't exciting, well, the truth is the truth. I understand, just giving a more positive outlook how others could potentially view it as well. I know, but I'm really trying though to understand. I'm trying to meet you. Listen, I'm very fair, and I don't think you're trolling. If you are, maybe, whatever. But if you're not, if you are, you're good at it. I'll give you props. But there's no excuse for that. The man did that, never happened. He made that up out of thin air. So that's not cool to do. Like, he has family and stuff, right? That are still out there. So just make up that's okay. Well, he can't defend himself because he's gone. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Richard Pryor is the best comedian from America. Richard Pryor is incredible, and he's like a genius. Pryor was fantastic. Listen, unlocking paradoxes. Are you ever you're down right now and stuff, and I understand completely. Throw on some Pryor. Trust me. I know you're a gamer. You like playing your games, but Richard Pryor, he fantastic. I love Pryor, Carlin, Letty Bruce. Uh, I love I stand ups like back in the day. The Priors. What was the one where he's in the red sewer? He's talking about smoking the crack, and he was just something else. And the Joe Rogan tells stories about him at the Comedy Store that he would do that were just mind blowing. And yeah, Pryor, unbelievable. Live at the Sunset Strip. Yeah, yeah, Pryor is a goat. The truth is out there, and the lie had to be told for you to tell the truth. I give you credit for what you just said right there. I do. Even though he never had to say that, then no, I know what you're saying. It's like, well, then no one know it. Everyone would just be wondering. So okay, I now see. You can't say I'm not fair because I would that make I get it. By him saying that, everyone else is just going to see it and be like, how did he lose his finger? Blah blah blah, and he lied, and then the truth by him lying is what made the truth come out. Okay, I see what deep thinker you are, Justin, huh? Yeah, guys, he wasn't trolling. And I'm sorry if I was coming off aggressive to you though, but that goddamn text. Let me tell you something, Justin. I tell this to everyone. I tell this in relationships I was in. Every time if I date a girl, you can't text. Everything gets misconstrued. Everything gets, you know what I'm saying? Um, I completely understand now. I see how people were calling you a troll. No, you weren't trolling. So, guys, I think you understand, right? I don't need to elaborate. I'm gonna. He was saying that if Panisi never did that, then the real truth though wouldn't have gotten exposed. So, amen. Don't worry about the goddamn text, Justin. I understand what you're saying now, and I get it. Text lacks context, yes, and it lacks emotion, and and all that stuff. 100%. It's a great point, actually, Justin, because people would be wondering. That still, though, maybe though, like if like I still don't think that he should have done that because that's like, why would you do that? But you're looking at the grand scheme. It got the truth out there. So I got you now. Sarcasm, Eric. That sarcasm's hard though to tell at times too through text. But no, I'm with you now, Justin. I got what you're saying. Okay. I thought you do you understand though what from what you were writing, what I thought you were saying? I thought you were like, oh well, by using this guy's name who's not around anymore, and like, you could say, that he lost it, even though it didn't happen, it just makes for a cool story where like, he's still a human being. I think that's what I thought you were saying, but by him doing that, it revealed the truth. I got you now. That's why I clapped. I'm with you. I had to give you props at the end there. Yeah, tech suck at times, man. They really do. I need to hit this fucking thing. I gotta quit these things, man. Quit everything else but these. But after that, at first, I don't know. I just feel passionate at times, though, especially though when it comes up with him, though, because Angelo's family, Buffalino, like they've done so much though for me. So I do though get very passionate. And so I apologize if I don't think I was coming on too strong. Because if if what I thought, if this makes sense, you were saying was true and meaning that, I was like, what is this guy talking about? So sorry for the little misunderstanding, but you're right. It got the truth out there. But my point is, though, I'm going to put it up on another channel though, where that actually gets more views, not this strike channel. This is what gets me mad, Justin. There's like, okay, for example, Sammy Gravano made a video on Stephen the Rifleman Flemmy, and he said he was in prison with Stephen. If you guys don't know who Stephen the Rifleman Flemmy was, he was with James Whitey Bulger. Every that was his associate, his best friend, the whole nine. Sammy made a video, and Sammy has like 700,000 subscribers, right? Hold on. Phone's about to die. Let me put this in. This is what aggravates me. So, Sammy has a huge following. So he said that Stephen the Rifleman, Stephen Flemmy, who, when Pat Nee told me that when I was at Pat Nee's house a year and a half ago in his living room, and he told me straight to my face, he was like, this guy, like when we're talking, and he said it on a documentary too. He's like, he wasn't even like there. And then like his brother was even crazier who died earlier, the bear. But Sammy tries to say, well, not tries to say, he says, and you know what? Maybe you can't blame though Sammy in a way because he was in prison with him, and this is what Stevie possibly told him. But Sammy said that Stephen Flemmi was afraid of Whitey, and Whitey was the one that had his that made the women no get killed, and Stevie was trying so hard to get away from that life, and that is the farthest thing though from the truth. So when you get a content creator, and this is Sammy the Bull, who is an underboss of the Gravano family, I mean, yes, I mean, he cooperated on a lot of people. I get that, but he was an underboss. I mean, which is huge on YouTube. And when he's telling that story, that people are in history are going to go down and really like think that. I love history so much that I like to try because I even read about the freaking. You guys are getting me fired up. uh, what I was trying not to hold it. But I mean, I read a lot of history stuff, and even about like Vikings and the Roman Empire and all that. And you always wonder, like even like the Putin interviews and freaking. I don't know, like because like talks about a lot of history there, and my point being is that someone tells a story, and then it gets elaborated. The next person who writes it, it gets so it's like what really is true. So I always just try to really tell the no matter what it is, nothing to benefit me. What do I have the benefit to say, oh, this is BS or this is whatever? The truth is the truth. My buddy Scotty says it best: the cream always rises to the top eventually. But I'm with you now. Nice catch. No, I didn't catch that at all. That went down right on the ground. But luckily it's carpet and this phone's brand new. And thank God I got a very good case for it. Oh, look at the likes. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Don't forget that like button, subscribe up. Remember, this channel's not going anywhere. It's just though that I'm going to be putting videos up on a different channel for more views. But this is a great though live chat. I'm having a blast. You guys are great. And hold on. What happened though was that one of the freaking things popped off of this little fucking thing. And I could put it up on that ring light thing. Hold on 1 second. If the battery wasn't dead and I didn't have this on here, where did that thing go? Where's the leg? Where's the leg? Where's the fucking leg? Hold on a second. Maybe I could lean her like, nah, because I have it plugged in. Let me see. Ah, there she is. There she blows. She was right underneath the laptop. I got her. Hold on. Let me jimmy this up real quick. Bam. Hold on 1 second. Look at that. Back in business. Sorry about that, folks. Great live tonight. Yeah, we got into it tonight. We did get into it. I'll tell you that. And this is accidental. I did an Instagram one. Just happy the phone's not broke because this is brand new. And I got a good case for it. But the legs in that tripod are like dead. And I'm using the phone obviously and not the laptop. Because for some reason the mic, I gotta go tomorrow. I think I'm gonna get a new one because this one's not working. But I'm gonna get this camera here. So I just realized I could get a dummy battery, and for my real professional though camera though right here though that I use, I could actually have this. You get a dummy battery, and I can have this as my actual webcam, or I'll try to have both of them like angled up and stuff like that, and make it look a little more professional and stuff like that. But because I got a nice little scenery here to like, I got a big desk right here where I'm sitting. So like I'm gonna have the camera back more and then I'll have it zoom in. I'm gonna make a nice better background. I'm gonna get like, if you guys see the Luma show on my shorts, the record label thing, it has the record and the thing like that. You could actually get that actually made on this. So I'm probably gonna do that and change it up though a bit. Obviously, got to always represent the Buffalinos right there with the shirt right there that Joe had made. Joe's grandson though designed though the new. Let me just pick up this plaque right here. But always got to keep that though rocking there. But yeah, I'm gonna work on a new background camera and made a little good business though type thing that I was working on and with someone and it's time to get some new equipment. And like I was telling Dave, I got that beautiful Glock and so now it's a 380 45 MP Smith 380 Berza 45 MP Smith and Wesson 9 Glock. I want to get a revolver, but I'm trying to think but now I want to go like more like rifle end, maybe AR-15 maybe or something like that because they're fun. My buddy Corey has one. They're real fun. But that's therapeutic going shooting. Get a shotgun. Nice. Great live tonight. Nice catch. Want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Justin, I understand what you said completely too. And I get it. I get it, my friend. All right, guys. Kind of getting me all emotional tonight too with my dog and stuff. I was like, fuck. But thank you guys again. This one was wild. You never know. I thought I was just gonna hop on here and be like, listen, new channel, bada boom, boom. You never know what's gonna happen when you go on live. I want to thank everyone who watched. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your friends. Once the whole new channel's up and orchestrated and all built up and set up, I'll give you guys the link. Kicks like a 22 AR-15 that is forever an infantryman. Oh yeah, the AR, it's think exactly. We took it up Suskin Road. See, I keep forgetting that you guys aren't. Every time I talk, I feel like I know everyone. Well, there's a place up Suskin Road where you can't shoot up there anymore. But I remember the first time I shot that thing, I was just like, really? And I mean, I was spot on, like with, how many yards are we out about? I'd probably say close to 200 yards, 150 yards from like right where it is. Yeah, about maybe 100, 150 or whatever, but you are right with the kick on it. 100%. Dave knows though his guns. 5.56 millimeter. What about what do you like better, Dave? The AR or let's say AR-15 or AK? What would you like if you had to pick between one? What would you rather? I wish every single one of these like had voices. Like when I ask a question, you could just like answer it right back, like through the speaker type thing. I'm more familiar with the AR. Yeah. I only shot an AK once years ago. My buddy Corey Orcolani, and shout out to Corey. Who's still like in the army. I mean, dude, I think he's an army ranger. He's been in it for years, loves it, and thank you for your service, Corey. If the AK was more stable, I'd settle with the 300 blackout. Yeah, Justin knows. You guys know your guns. I'm more of a, handgun though type, you know, not even that I'm like, very well equipped though with them. It's just I'm more like, your basic, I'm not, I don't know every tiny little ins and outs on everything. I don't pretend to know anything that, this or that. All I know is that I loved the AK, not the AK, the AR. And like you said it best, kicks like a 22. It was like nothing. But I mean, the bullets are like freaking, I couldn't believe it. Like you don't even feel a bump on your shoulder. It's just, it's nothing. Yes, I like them. Yeah, I enjoy pistols too, more too. Yeah, I like to, um, like when it was an Undertow, and then way back when that album came out, and I think it was 1996 or five, I want to say, or seven. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I like them a lot. Their drummer's unbelievable. Their drummer is like beyond like unbelievable. But I think I saw them live, and they're fantastic live. It's just that a lot of their songs, I think they're like are in the same key, and a lot of their songs. This is just to me. I used to be like, oh, if this band sucks, but since like I play music, I know how hard it is. I don't say that about bands anymore. So if I dislike it, I'm like, ah, it's just not for me. I'm not like a raving lunatic, like, oh my God, Tool's here, I got to go and see him, like blah blah blah. But their live show, it was crazy. Like, they had these broads that were all painted up that would come down and meet like in the middle, like during it, and I was stoned at them. But Jesus, God knows what then. But just great live show. But a lot of their songs to me, they sound like you know what I mean, like in like that same type of like key and stuff like that. But I love them though, like but it doesn't mean that I'm not saying they suck or anything because they're far from sucking. I mean, they're unbelievable, and their drummer's one of the best. Um, he's up there. I mean, I don't even know his, but I mean, he's unbelievable. Why am I drawing a blank what his name is? It's killing my head. I watch videos on him all the time. The one video where he's in the Boston Celtics though, freaking tank top, and he's just freaking. And the way that they do it though is like Maynard's like not even in there, like the band, so they just all get together and they just like they all come up with what they come up with, and then Maynard comes in afterwards and puts everything to it. That's the known live video. Danny Carey, that's his name. That's his name. Justin's still on the guns at the 203. Yeah, Justin's probably got a fucking, you know, artillery. Here's me out here yelling at him. Fucking shoot my face off in a second. No, I'm only kidding, Justin. But you definitely know your piece. I like though, Dave, though, what you got though. That was nice. Danny Carey, though, that's his name. Yeah, but that video though no, I'm talking about like I'm saying I was there at the live show, and it was like it was fascinating, let's put it that way. And Maynard though was like he was like in his underwear and like up on like even behind the drummer and like never turned around for the whole show. I was just like, okay, what's this guy doing? But I mean it was great, you know. And even their bass lines, even like Schism, I know the pieces. Like they're just they're you know what though? How I said a lot of their stuff sounds like the same. That's not fair really though, because nobody sounds like them. So like they have their own, you know what I mean? So I mean they're fantastic. I just never was just insane with them, like like a people are. That's just me. What does that mean? That means nothing. I'm just saying though that they're unbelievable. They're fantastic. But I'm happy I got to see them live, and I'm just not insane though. Like say like when their first album came out, I was like, because those were the days, man. Like when I was growing up, it was that was during that whole era, like Alice in Chains. First it was the '80s with Headbangers Ball. I'd be sleeping over my buddy Dave's house every night, and we were watching the real old school shit, like especially like when Justice for All came out, and believe in when Master of Puppets came out. I mean, I was only 5, so no, yeah, I was more like when Justice came out. That was what I remember the most, like with Metallica and that live show. Remember the old box set for Justice for All with the VHS and like the freaking the stone looking just that Jason Newsted was their best replacement. I don't care what anyone says. I know I'm changing subjects for a second here, but come on. Like, I mean, that him live and his backup vocals were just unfreaking believable. and they pestered him real hardcore because they were grieving over Cliff Burton and stuff like that. But Newstead was the man, and I don't know. I just think that he like the because even the look wise and the energy he gave and those backing vocals, he only to me, I'm not knocking Metallica. I love Robert Trujillo. Don't I seen him with Black Label Society. He Infectious Grooves, he played for Suicidal Tendencies, Ozzy Osbourne, and then Metallica. I mean, you want to talk about a musical resume? Oh, holy shit. But my point being is, to me, it's like James, Lars, Kirk, and Rob. Just to me, it looks. This is me. Looked at like even though he's been in he's the longest active bass player for them. I'm just saying though that he's still though to me feels a little bit out of place with those guys. Not the playing, just like the look wise and the backing vocals and the energy. Like, he does the frog thing and all that with the bass. But Jason Newsted, I just think though was just an unbelievable replacement and perfect for Metallica. I could be wrong. Listen, all of this stuff is subjective too. Like when people argue with me, like on those shorts, who's better? I always say, listen, man, you're right. They are better for you. But for me, this, because it's all subjective, it's all you know what I mean? You're not going to convince me that this band's better than this band, or because it's all personal preference. You know what I'm saying? The army switched over to a new, you guys are still on the guns, to a new rifle. I missed new Stetsville. Excuse me. Dave, stop retracting messages. Tell you one thing. Was it Saturday? Growing up, like Saturday night, go out, blah blah blah. I'm getting old, but this is like my new Saturday night, and I had a blast. So thank you all who came on this live. I truly mean that, and thank you all for hitting that like button. We're just shy of 30 of them though, which is actually a lot though. So please, if you guys forgot to hit that like or comment, share. Um, I'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern for the main live. Stay tuned for the topic and everything. That'll be the StreamYard where you guys could come in. And I'm going to start doing, if anyone wants to actually drop the link and actually come in on the show, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, that's just how we're going to do it. And I will keep you updated on the new channel. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram at Loomis Darty, Dougherty. And I have a bunch of stuff up there that I don't even put on here. And then also follow the official Buffalino family page. That's just type in the Buffalino family on Instagram. And the page with the black and white picture of Russ's face. That's it. And this type of the Buffalino family will pop right up. Give that a follow. You're going to see stuff on there that you can't find anywhere else. Interviews as well with Joe Buffalino, Angelo's father, who also worked though for Chapter 34 of the League, the Italian Civil Rights League. Excuse me, yes, the Italian American Civil Rights League, which is right here's the belt buckle right there, old school. And the original captain's pins that Russ is the one that I had all the merch done for the league. But Joe's got the pin though that's got the ruby, the diamond, the emerald, all that stuff. And I've been dropping though parts of the exclusive interview I did with him though, which is just like a little teaser taste though before we get back into production though in May with when the weather gets better though on the dock. So Loomis Darty, Dougherty. That's my Instagram, and type in the Buffalino family, Bufalino, and give that page a follow. That page is getting a lot of followers every other day, and it should be because that's where you're getting to know the real deal stuff and pictures that you never seen before, just great family photos. And we don't tell the story of them just about, oh, yes, was Russell powerful, extremely powerful. Everyone gets that. But we also like to talk about the good though that did in the area. And when you think about it, after like that all ended, like that's when everything like went to shit around here. It's the truth. After like 94, everything went to shit. Um, but yeah, you know, he was man of the year down at Genetti's, and like, when we were growing up, nobody even like really knew like that. Remember my father used to be like, we saw him at St. Conrad's, and he was so nice to everyone, gentleman, and that's why like I'm like, when you're hearing stories, oh, he blew up the staple, he was shooting at the staple. It's like, give me a break. But my dad's like, yeah, people think he might be like, and then when you find out like just how powerful he was, just like, holy shit, it was a shock. But and even though with the Winter Hill Gang and stuff and how he went, all those guys, like, very interesting stuff. But besides all that, and you know what though, a lot of it too, though, that those days too was like gambling stuff that's legal and stuff like that. It wasn't drugs, it wasn't stuff like that. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him or whatever. I'm just saying that, him and Ange did what they did, but they did a lot of good though around here. Let's say that they didn't bully no one around here. None of that BS. And that's just a fact. So no, I was in when they switched to M4 from M16. Justin, what do you think of the switch? You guys are still on the freaking guns. Oh God, the army switched over to a new rifle. I watched a video like twice a month. That's the pneumonia live video. Nice, Rafa. I appreciate you. Loomis, are you a TULF? Yes. Well, I told you, I think you respect my answer. Yes, no one else sounds like them. I like Tool. Every time they're on, I'm going to listen to them. I'm just not, like I told you, I sometimes I'm honest, like to a fault. I can just easily be like one of those guys, like, yeah, they're the best, just so you like me and watch the show. No, they're incredible. Danny Carey is like one of the best drummers out there. But do I listen to him constantly? No. That just being honest with you. You want to know what I listen to more the older I get? Like classical. Like I'll put a classical record on the vinyl. I love vinyl. I'll put on some classical music while I'm writing stuff like that because I'm writing up a story though for a documentary and the angle where it's going, like the outline of it and stuff. And you know, I listen to a lot of non-lyrical stuff now, like like movie type score stuff. Like that, just like it's weird, but I mean, I listen to. Always love my rock and roll, my metal, my everything, blues, jazz, all that stuff. But I listen to more. I would say predominantly, if you were going to do a poll, I would say like 62% classical music, and then I'd say like 38% is rock and roll, and then the other percentages are just like certain type of like movie scores that are out there, whatever's left. But nah, but then some days though, one day, it might be 100% all, I don't know. It's all in the mood though that I'm in. It's weird. And even on long drives now, and it's weird because I remember growing up, people be like, turn the music down. I'm definitely never going to be one of them because I love it so much and I want kids to enjoy it and love music. But I listen to like if I'm driving out to Massachusetts or if I'm driving out to New York, Philly, anywhere, I find myself even just not listening to more podcasting though type stuff too, because it just seems like it makes the trip faster though, like when you're listening to podcasts and stuff. But no, I still love my music and but a lot of instrumental type stuff I like a lot. I love dark sounding music. Always did like the dark stuff, the melodic sounding stuff. And personal preference. Personal preference. I'm listening to other than Metallica. I feel like I'm cheating. Is that all you listen to? Which is okay. I used to do that with these guys right here, Floyd. I got the face screaming out from the wall. Uh, I like when I was young, I would just constantly be listening to Floyd, and I had a break, But then though, you got to open up though your mind, And I listen to a lot of Metallica. Don't get me wrong, Metallica's great. I remember growing up when they came out with the like Load and Reload, and I was like what's going on with them or whatever. But you know what though, they're human beings and they play what they love. And there's a lot of good songs like the Outlaw Torn. That song's fucking incredible, incredible, especially on the S and M. It's fucking incredible. But there's good songs on all. And then I think Death Magnetic was a fantastic album, their first one with Trujillo. And the reason why I said if that's the first one with Trujillo is that Saint Anger, though, that was already being made, and it sounds like you know what Lars is hitting, though, like they were going for a garage field, but his drums are like sounds like he's hitting a garbage can. And you know, when he went to the prison, San Quentin, Saint Anger, and then Hetfield was going through his whole thing, that documentary, Some Kind of Monster. Um, that was already 20 years ago. Guys, we're gonna be if you're my age, we're gonna be 60 like that. So start doing what you want to do because time is of the essence, as they say. Listen, Sam, if you're out there still, I love you, man. Thanks for being here. You're 48, Dave. Well, get moving. I had dire maker stuck in my head for 2 days now. I know the feeling, but not with that. I'm saying just in general. No, I was in when they switched to before the M16. Oh, yeah, that's all guns. But Rafa says, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Joe Buffalino. Thank you, Donna, for jumping in. Justin, thank you for, I understand exactly what you meant. Guys, this was fun. It was a good live. Please, where we at? 25 more for 30. That'd be nice. Hit that like when you get out of the chat. Hit the X, hit that live. Ron Archer, my good buddy from Canada, hops in right when I'm about to bounce out here. Loomis is talking truth. It was only yesterday I was young. Woke up today, I'm in my 50s. Ron, I'm telling you. And you know what the scary thing? Not that it's scary though, but no matter how much we try and stop and smell the roses, I could think like right now I could just be like, so here's what I always say. Life flies, but the days drag. Like if you're at work or whatever, it's like, oh, right. But then when you're out of it, you look back, you're like, oh, that flew by. So like, guys, I don't mean like freaking out, but at the end, when it's the end, then and you're on your deathbed and it's the end, you're gonna look back and just be like, so whatever you just want to do it. Who's stopping you? And like I hear this imposter syndrome, like because of everyone else that's out there doing their own thing, they do it because they make it. You fuck them. You do what you want to do, and don't ever have any other man dictate to you what you can and can't fucking do. Do what you want to do. That's that. Simple as that. I love you. This was fantastic live. Ron, thanks for jumping in there at the end. Amen. And if you guys don't mind, because you can't with the live chat when you X out, um, hit that like button. And even though you left comments in the live no chat stuff, if any of you don't mind, once this live's over, if you could just jump into the comment section and just be like, hey, Bobby, because it gets it moving and stuff like that. Because I'm working on the new page, but let's see what's going on with this channel because that experiment we did today was just weird. And yeah. But if you could leave a normal comment in the comment section as well, I appreciate it. But if you hit the live, thank you. Share it with your friends. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, everyone. This was a blast. Talk about covering a lot of subjects that we did, but don't take shit from anyone. Do it your way. And there's no other way. There's no other way. Have a great night, Saturday. I love you guys. Good night. Hit that like.